Hello kababayan and hello YouTubers. Today we're going to be discussing on how to obtain an EED, entry exemption documents, and also which follows is the 9A visa. But before we do any of that, I just want to remind you guys, anytime we're dealing with the embassy, the consulate, or the immigration officers in the Philippines, or people here in America or any other country in the world that are representative of the immigration in the Philippines, the first thing we should do is remind ourselves to change our mindset. We need to address the ambassadors, the people that works in the immigration officers. We need to give them respect because they're the one who's going to decide what's our faith. So I'm just going to remind you guys, first of all, you need to be very, very, very respectful when you're dealing with those officers, ambassadors, immigration officers, or any of those that works in that office. And if you get to meet them, make sure you dress up properly. You can't come in there with shorts and slippers. And also, when you talk to them, you lower your voice, you lower your tone. I want you to sound very respectful. Okay, don't go over there acting like you're arrogant and you're like Mr. Know-it-all. And also, if you are going to write a letter, which we are going to do right now, be respectful. Be careful of the words that we choose or what we write down to address the immigration officers or the ambassador. Okay, so that's what we need to have our mindset on. It's all about respect. We need to respect the people that will decide if we get an EED or not. All right, guys, here we go. Let's begin. Okay, guys, let's focus on the top of the page. You will notice that there's a date and there's a name, Honorable Edgar Badajoz. That's the ambassador that's currently assigned in the Philippine consulate in Los Angeles. You're probably wondering how I got his name. I got his name by Googling it. What I did, I Googled the nearest Philippine consulate near my house. I didn't Google embassy because embassy is located in Washington, D.C. That's too far. So I Googled it and then I found out that the Philippine consulate is near my house. And I dug into their website and I found out who is assigned ambassador, and his name is Edgar B. Badajoz. And I also looked up their address. That's why I was able to get the address so I know where to send it to. All right, let's focus on the paragraph just below the Dear Sir. You notice in that paragraph, I introduce who I am and what kind of citizenship I have and how old I am. And I am a father of a daughter in the Philippines that is a Filipino citizen. In this, I can also change it to a Filipino wife if I want to. Okay, this is just an example. So, and I also put down the address. And then I request for an entry exemption document for the following reason. So the first paragraph already I introduce who I am and also who I'm going to visit in the Philippines and where they are living at that current moment. So I give them a reason, the information, and also what I'm requesting of him, which is the entry exemption document. Now, if you don't have a daughter and you're going there for your wife, then you go ahead and change the wordings so that it would represent your wife. All right, let's go down to the next paragraph. Now, you're going to let them know if you have a visa or not. In my case, I never had a visa and I am requesting one. And also, I let them know my purpose of returning to the Philippines. And it is to reunite with my daughter. and my Filipino wife. And I put down the reason I haven't seen them in 2 years. If you have a reason, for example, let's say she's pregnant, you just put down she's pregnant, she's going to be giving birth soon. Or you put down all the information, a good reason why the consulate or the ambassador should give you the EED. This is where you plead your case. In this second paragraph, this is where you put all the reasons why they should give you an EED. You put down everything you could think of. You put it there. Okay, don't be bashful. Okay, let's drop down to where it says my wife's name. So you put down your wife's information, her citizenship, and your child's name and citizenship, and also their ages. Okay, this is where you announce or introduce to the ambassador who they are. Okay, I didn't have enough room, so now I'm going to scoot the paper upwards so we could go to the next paragraph. Okay, right here I put down we were married in Quezon City. I put down the location and the date so I can give the ambassador more information about my relationship with my wife. If I wasn't married to her, then I would state so, and I would put down where we met and the date when we met and so on, so I could give a better picture to the ambassador of what he's looking at. The next paragraph is talking about the certification of our marriage or the birth certificate of our child. This part is where your wife or the mother of your child has to do some work in the Philippines to provide you with all those documents. Also, you have to include their address where you guys intend to stay if you go to the Philippines. And then, of course, the last portion of the paragraph is indicating that I won't be a burden to the Philippines. So that means I have money. I won't be homeless or I won't be a beggar. So pretty much you could just copy this and adjust it to suit your information. So once your wife submit to you all your information that you need, that's when you put all these papers together and submit it to the embassy. Consulate. Okay, let's go to the next piece of paper, the letter of guarantee. Now, the mother-in-law is the one who's going to provide as a witness that you are the husband or the father of the child, and then the daughter is her daughter. So it's more like an affidavit. So that's it, folks. Those are the two letters that you need to submit and all the supporting documents you can get from your wife in the Philippines. The process for getting the EED normally takes about 15 days. And once you get your EED, you can request the embassy or the consulate to start filing for the 9A visa. Well, that's how you do it, guys. It's not that difficult. Now we have a guideline. And those guidelines, we can actually just copy and paste it. And then make sure we fill in the blanks with the appropriate information. Make sure it's correct. If you need to, which I highly encourage you guys to triple check it, proofread it, make sure we don't have any spelling errors or inappropriate words. And also keep the letter clean. Don't have any coffee stain or any licorice on it or any food stains or hot sauce. Make sure we represent ourselves as a respectful person. They're asking or pleading the ambassadors, the immigration officers, to please give us the EED, the 9A visa. We need their mercy. If you don't believe me, there are some people out there who talks really nasty and they never got the letter that they were been requesting. So it really helps by being respectful. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys like the content. And please give me a like. It really helps the channel. And please share it with a bunch of people that may need this information. And please, guys, don't forget to subscribe and help me grow this channel by supporting it. All right, kababayan and YouTubers, peace out. Have a great day. And remember, if you have any question, you can always message me on the YouTube or the Messenger. And lastly, text messages. Good night, guys.